you so much for coming out on our West Coast opening weekend. Really, really happy to see everybody here. Thank you. So I'm not going to take much time right now, but I just wanted to say that, as you all must know, that it takes a large group of people to make a film, and a bunch of us are here tonight. So after the film, we'll be here for Q&A, and there'll be a special guest and a half here as well. Don't jump up when it's over, and enjoy the show. Have a great time. Thank you.
Be here after the movie.
Oh, you just started puppetry school?
Yes.
And you saw the movie already?
I'm 36.
You're 36. Congratulations.
I feel like I'm a little late going into the puppetry.
You're never too late going to puppetry now. Never too late. You know, Jim was in college. Jim was in college when he started puppetry, started working on puppetry. So that's late to me because I started when I was 9. So. Yes. How do you improve on your improv skills? Really, you improv? No, once you get a character that you're comfortable with, you'll find it. You definitely will. Once you get that character that you really can connect with, you'll find that sense of humor. And just keep doing it. Yeah, way back, Missy.
Thank you. When you took over as the voice for Elmo, did they make another Elmo doll and that's like put away somewhere? Like
No, you say when I got Elmo, did they give me another puppet? No.
yeah.
No.
So it's the original.
Well, it's not the original. No, because I'd put it on now and it'd probably dissipate. No, actually, you know, the way they build the puppets, they last for a long time. I have 9 Elmos. This is the one you'll see today is, we call it the PR Elmo, Public Relations Elmo. So I have different ones. I have a radio controlled one, I have a kicky leg one, I have a back entry one. So there's a lot of different ones, but they all were built the same. Yeah, right here. When did I make them? I wish I did. But I didn't make them. We have a wonderful shop not too far away from where we shoot the show, where they build the Muppets, the Sesame Street characters. So we have unbelievable builders that build all those characters. Yes, Mr. Bergeron.
Thank you, sir. Now, we know the original voice of Elmo from the other.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you have any interim Elmo voices yourself?
Well, you know, yeah, you saw that. Well, actually, you saw Richard Hunt. I talked about Richard Hunt. There was another puppeteer, Brian Mule, who puppeteered Elmo for a couple of shows, and he did this beautiful whispery, raspberry voice. And then he went to pursue his acting and writing, and then Richard got it, and Richard didn't like doing it, so he just did whatever he wanted to do with it. Did I have any interim? You mean as far as when he gave it to me and I came? No, it was just as soon as he said, you know, put it on. What's voice? Hello, everybody. And he said, fine, I don't care. Come on. Took me into the producer, and she said, I don't care. You can't do it, he'll do it. And then I thought, wow, you know, this is, you know, Richard was my, you know, big buddy. He was the one who took care of all of us. He would come in with a hangover the next day, and he, you know, one eye open, and he said, listen, there's a pig in this one scene. You know, why don't you go out and do it? You know, he did that to all of the young puppeteers, and I was one of them. And you know, we were like, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. He loved Schweppes ginger ale, tuna fish, and opera. And so we would like, you know, because he kept giving us puppets. And so of course, luckily, I was the only one in the Muppet room when he threw this to me, and then he teased me the whole time that Elmo became popular. Somebody wants to see Elmo. Yes, way back there.
Could you please give us a
Really
little...
liking it a lot. They had some challenges at the beginning because, again, you know, it's a whole new group of people that they worked with when they came out here, a whole new crew that really didn't know how puppets are being, you know, to shoot puppets or to work with puppeteers. So they had a learning curve, but when they came back to do reshooting of the movie, everybody was like family, and they're very, very excited about it. I'm looking forward to seeing it myself. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah. Yes.
So I've spent some time in Baltimore attending...
You spent some time in Baltimore? Yeah.
Johnson University.
Okay.
And down the street, if you kind of turn
film crews that would go to all around the world and interview a child that was doing an unbelievable, already had a career in certain ways. And so they called up Kermit and they asked Kermit, do you know of a young puppeteer who they could interview him with? And he brought up my name, and that's how that happened. They came down to Baltimore for 2 days, and they filmed my family and I doing shows. And fortunately, I was shooting Caboose with Stu at the time, so they had all of that. And also, they brought me up to New York, and they shot with me with Kermit and some other things for 2 days in New York. And luckily, Connie and Corinne found it and put it in there. And I thought it worked great. Yeah, right. Yes. Do I ever get involved with curriculum? No. You know, they're amazing. We have an unbelievable research department. And they go out and they do, that's their job, and they do a fabulous job of it. No, I don't really know what curriculum until I get the script. And even then, you know, I see it as a label thing, but it's not really in the script. So, you know, they do a phenomenal job. So, no, I just take it and mess all that up. Yes, right here.
Besides Grover and Elmo, who's your
Okay, 1 second. No, you go ahead, and then I'm going to go over to this little baby. Go ahead.
Besides Grover and Elmo, who's your favorite Muppet?
Besides Grover and Elmo, who's my favorite Muppet? I think it's going to go to the classic ones. I think it's going to be for the classic ones. I mean, of course, Kermit is definitely my favorite. But the two old guys at the balcony. That originated was Richard Hunt and Jim Henson performed those two, and man, the stuff that they would ad-lib off of each other about. And some of it was in the albums that they used to do, and they would just play off of each other. I'm going to have to take 1 second and go to this baby.
There's, if you're under 5, look this way. While Kevin is doing absolutely nothing, we just want to add that while puppetry is a very special art, there you go. So again, nothing is happening over here. I just wanted to add that we think it's great. Again, nothing happened. All I'm going to say is we think it's absolutely fabulous. People come out to a theater to see a movie, especially a documentary about such an extraordinary person. It doesn't always happen. So please make sure you tell your friends, you know, come out and see this guy. We have a few more questions.
Hi.
I watched Sesame Street ever since I was a year old, and Elmo's also been my favorite character. And besides working with Jim Henson and Richard Hunt, who do you think was the most influential puppeteer that you've ever worked with on film?
Besides Jim Henson and Richard Hunt, Frank Oz. Frank was a man to watch. So you've been watching ever since you were 1.
Yeah,
How old are you now?
I just turned 15.
Cool. And you're still watching it? Good girl. Good girl. No, but Frank, man, I would watch Frank with, what's all, what? All these, what? Who? Where? Who? Raise your hand. Okay. There you go. Everyone was like, this one. Get that one. Yes. How are the eyes made? They're really hard plastic that Elmo has. Why? I put a little cover over Elmo's eyes because we don't want him to get hurt, so that's why the little cover is on his eyes. Okay? Yes, a couple other questions. Yes, right here. What do I dress up as for Halloween? I'm 51 years old, baby. I don't do Halloween anymore. Plus, I get to hang around with all these crazy costumes anyway. So. No, but thanks for asking. Yeah, way back here. Yes?
So I work with kids, and
You work with kids?
yeah, and I'm thinking about, just how with computer graphics becoming as interactive and sophisticated as they are, what you sort of think the future of puppetry and just kids' appreciation for that is continuing to future.
Yeah, you're talking about as far as computer generation, as far as it being, yeah. That's one of the main reasons why I said yes to Connie about doing the doc. It was about 6, 7 years ago, and we were having challenges. We had done 2 movies that didn't do well, and so it was really hard for us to get into doing any more films after that. And then, with the success of so much animation on TV and Pixar being phenomenal, and of course Shrek and everything, I was a little concerned about, that overshadowing puppetry. So that's one of the main reasons why I said to Connie, I really wanted to, I said yes because I wanted to talk about the enjoyment and the excitement of what puppets can bring to every single medium still. So that's why I did that. Yeah.
I think it was a greatly made film. I don't know much about film, but I mean, my heart was right in there.
Sure.
I'm not left wanting more or thinking anything else.
So you enjoyed it?
I really enjoyed it. My coworker and I are we had to bring her kid, and I have a cousin who's special needs. She's 15. Her 2 idols are Barney and Elmo.
Cool.
Anything Elmo. So
well, you have a cell phone, don't you?
I do.
This is just specially for her. We will, Elmo will leave a message for her on your phone.
Oh my God, thank you so much. But my question is...
Yes, your question.
Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry, I gotta get that out. My question is, you talked about your daughter there, and I'm sure it's changed. She's an adult now. I'm sure she's in college.
She's 18. She's in college. Yeah, I Skype her all the time. I'm scared of her room, the way it looks. Yes.
Throughout the years, how has she ever? How do you explain what my dad does?
Oh, throughout the years, how I explain it?
How
does
she explain it?
How does she explain it?
Friends,
My dad's Elmo. No, she doesn't. My dad's Elmo. Well, that's what he does. Yeah. So over the years, as she grew, when she was young, I didn't want a computer. She told me how to turn on a computer. So she started printing out pictures for teachers and her friends for me to sign when I would come down. The whole Tickle Me Elmo thing, she thought she was so popular because they sent me boxes of these things, and we had kids around the neighborhood, and she was giving them out. Here you go. Here's yours. Here's yours. I'll keep that one for eBay. So she, through the years, as she grew up, it was different stages that she dealt with, but she never got confused by it, and she loved it. It's just I got so busy that's when you see she said, listen, you got to give me some time before I go to college, and so we've been hanging ever since. Definitely. Yes. Yes, there was a little character that sang "I Love My Hair." Yeah. Did I have anything to do with it? I performed the little girl. I didn't do the voice. It was a wonderful, talented young girl who is in Lion King that did the voice of. Actually sang the song of "I Love My Hair." So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, and I was pleasantly surprised how very viral it got, and a lot of kids and women were very excited about it. We were very happy about that. And Joey Mazzarino, who's our head writer, he has a little girl that they adopted from Ethiopia, and that's where that came from. He came home one day, and she was saying that she wanted hair like her mom's, which was blonde, and Joey was like, oh, I want her to be proud of her.
It's some of you, it's past your bedtime. So that's why Elmo's going to say goodbye, and Elmo will soon see you out there. Now, Elmo can take 2 questions, just 2 questions. Who wants to ask Elmo a question? Yes, right here, Bissy. Elmo does travel a lot with his mommy and dad. Elmo ignores him. Has Elmo ever been lost? No. started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say, Elmo has no ears. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Bye.
See you outside, everybody.